Alright, when we last left off, eons ago.
It's only 2 weeks, man.
It's felt like it.
That said, I've forgotten everything then.
I think last thing I remember was we were talking to Mr. Walrus, and he turned himself invisible with a piece of rope.
Right.
Dead moths. That was the
And I ruined the upholstery.
the end of the session, we got to Milan.
And
We had, we went to the
oh yeah, and
cathedral
it
there.
was
Oh yeah.
a real messed up wreck of a place.
We chased the guy and we lost him.
Yep. He was a jerk.
I burned all the moths.
Alright. The rest of the day, nothing much of note really happened. And it was getting late anyway, so the rest of you headed towards your rooms. And when you wake up the next day, the city seems kind of blander. As if there's a little less color all around you.
Oh no, we're turning into the wushu game.
And as you go down to the lobby,
Are we in Carcosa again?
as you go down to the lobby, you actually see a newspaper down on the counter with a big headline on the front. In big, bold text, it says, Cavaliero's disappearance. Another tragedy? Question mark.
Caballero disappearance. Isn't Caballero a place?
Cavallero is the opera singer.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will grab a copy of said newspaper.
Alright.
Open it up, realize that the story's actually in Italian, swear, and find someone who can read it to me.
I can read Latin.
We worked out that's sort of works. Hey, aught 3 out of aught 7 on Italian.
Check.
I pieced together a story. I forgot I gained points in Italian last game.
Rosario Sorbello, director of La Scala, announced today that Ida, the play, would open tonight, with understudy Maria De Mattina appearing in the title role. Sorbello, in response to comments regarding the ghost voice of last night and other reputably unnatural occurrences, said, there is no substance to these stories. They are mere gossip and old wives' tales. Paolo Riscotti, props manager for the opera, told a different tale. We thought our troubles were over, he said, when the costumer's curse ended with the preparations for Ida. But now the bad luck is on the set itself. People are being injured or falling ill, and props are disappearing. Where will this end? Tonight's performance is booked out, but the opera is scheduled over the next 4 weeks. There is also another article. You actually found out you weren't reading the front page, but the second page. The front page article in even bigger text goes, Cavallero abducted, opera star mystery.
So they finally decided that yes, she was kidnapped. She didn't just
Yes,
disappear.
and that's exactly what the story says.
Does the story mention what kind of injuries?
No, it does not.
Damn. Could have figured out which piece is in that opera house. So, gents, I'm just going to come on and say it right now. I suspect there's probably a piece of that there statue in that there opera house. You got mysterious injuries again, and stories of weird ghost voices and wishes being granted by singing along in the opera house and all sorts of other strange things.
Tom just nods along while he raids the minibar.
You notice a vagrant raiding your minibar? Some punk?
It's not a vagrant at this point, we recognize him. How do you get in our room again? Why does he
lock the door?
Why does he occasionally disappear
Quite
for
bad.
extended periods of time?
Tom just Tom just kind of like levels a look at you.
That reminds me, did you get
Takes
hurt
the
by
alcohol.
something? Didn't you get hurt by something, like a cat hit you or something?
Yeah.
Did I ever try to help you?
With the cat?
No, with first aid.
Oh, I don't think so.
You are free to heal up his cat wounds.
I succeed. I think this was a D3 or something.
Go for it.
Here I can explain Tom's disappearance by just saying he has like the shortest attention span ever. Yeah.
Up to whatever your maximum is, obviously.
He got bored again and won.
Wait, what is maximum hit points?
Your con plus your size divided by 2, I think.
Alright.
I think he's the only one who's been hurt by anything.
The only time we've ever been injured was from a cat.
Pretty sure there are several points where we could have been severely injured.
Oh, you have no idea. Anyway, it seems like your avenue of investigation will be at La Scala. You might be able to go there ahead of time before the play starts and investigate. What
over there, take a look, see if we can see what's going on.
We walk in. One of the centerpieces is just the item, it's just sitting there.
Actually, can I take a look at that brochure I got at the Scala? There was a picture in there of a lady dressing a dummy. Does the dummy look like this guy dressing Simulacrum?
What?
There was a picture in the brochure of La Scala. There was a picture in it of a lady
In front of
a costume on a dummy. Does the dummy look like it's Sedefkar Simulacrum, or part of it?
Well, it's half covered in a suit of armor, but the parts that are not covered look like it's just a regular dummy.
Are we gonna actually want to see the show?
So this is what happens when you edit these episodes. You listen to them again very closely, and so you go, wait a
That was
minute,
an odd
I'm
detail.
writing that down.
I assume that's why you're the note taker of the party.
That's why I have a page and a half of things to do in Milan again.
Yeah.
You make your way towards the Scala, going through the big town square with a large statue of Michelangelo. The theater itself is a very large, bland building compared to its illustrious front. You can't help but feel that the whole building is looming over you. Sadly, the front doors are locked.
So, do we
Is there
knock?
anyone around?
You can make an idea check.
Idea check, okay. I succeed.
You know there's probably a backstage entrance. You could always try.
I can always make a substantial donation.
Yeah, but that doesn't let me check locksmithing.
Yeah, the front of the place is in open view of all the public.
That's what I was asking. There are people around.
Make a human wall.
Fine, let's go around the back.
Make your way to the back and you see a door with a sign in several languages that says backstage entrance.
Tap on
And
the-
right there by the door, arms crossed, is a very big man in a tuxedo. Kind of glares at you. What are you here for?
Hi there. Agnes Gertrude Mallory, Boston Globe. I'm doing a piece about La Scala.
Presume. Wait,
Want me
did
to
he
roll
talk to us
fast
in
on?
English?
Oh, I don't make it. 86. Dang. He's suspicious of my mysterious piece about the opera house.
Damn foreigners.
Or he just didn't understand me. Either one. Also entirely possible.
Is he speaking in English or Italian?
Given
He
my
was
failure,
speaking
probably
Italian, but he stops for a second and now goes, "You, foreigner, go," in English.
What if I
Me,
turn...
reporter, attempting Italian, 96.
Failed. Okay.
I think that's a crit fail.
What other languages do they speak here?
Italian.
Just Italian?
Italian and possibly some English.
Can I try speaking
Possibly some
Latin?
German as well. Try.
Italy does have a high Christian population, which would have some knowledge of Latin. You can try.
Italian does have Latin
Okay.
roots.
I'm sorry about my friend. We're friends of Miss
Caterina Cavallero.
We're friends of Miss Cavallero. We're deeply worried about her. We were wondering if we could speak to some of the co-workers here. And I'll roll for Latin. 86.
Too complicated a term, explanation to get across.
I've heard that one before.
What if I take out a large sum of money?
How large is some?
How large does it
How
need
much
to
is
be?
in his pocket?
Do it. It's just stupid enough to be worth doing.
Alright.
Bribe him with his own money.
I'll roll a pickpocketing check.
I don't notice, assuming you succeed.
I have 59
do
in
notice.
pickpocketing, so I'm not going to look at this.
No, I believe that's a crit fail.
That's
I
the
think your hand gets stuck in his pocket.
There was a snake.
He grabs your wrist. Get out!
I think after a
Didn't work.
string of failures, it is time to change tactics.
You gonna shoot him? Or are we running away?
No, we're running away!
Okay, good. So I was worried there for a second. Alright, okay, we're going. Leave.
Look, I know I was a little dumb happy in the dream world, but that's because it was a dream world. There were no consequences. As far as I know.
And this guy is retired.
Windows. Windows.
Bidding a retreat.
Yeah. Well, is there any reachable windows?
windows one could perhaps climb to.
All the windows look like they're on the second floor. Although, it does look like there's a fire escape up there. It'll be a little tricky to get to, but you can try.
So it's like kind of by fire escape. The ladder is like up or something.
Yeah.
Could I try and find like a pole and maybe go mechanical repair to try and trigger the fire escape to drop
Sure.
down?
Oh, I was just gonna do. All right.
Nope. These guys can go in the fuck off pile, I think.
Okay.
Welcome to the session of bad rolls.
Okay, so
I crit fail again, by the way. Does the ladder drop and hit me?
Yes, there's a click and a screech and a.
was I think the rest of us
Alright,
fine about that?
how much damage do I take?
I'm gonna say
I am
1.
willing to accept damage in exchange for getting the ladder down.
I was just going to climb. I have skill in
You
climb.
do take 1.6 shame damage.
Ow. I will try to patch myself up. I think there's a penalty if you're doing first aid to yourself, though. Yeah.
I have
Actually,
a bit of first aid if you want me to
sure.
try you.
No,
I
I
succeeded first aid if you let me.
25,
Out of
50.
Hey, Agnes has quite the cut on her forehead.
I take it off.
is the
Scotch tape.
is the fire escape within flame
duct tape and gauze.
No,
No?
it's down in an alleyway.
All right. So I guess we're all gonna just go up well, I'll go up anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going
I'm
up
the
there.
expendable muscle.
Once I get my head wound patched, I'm going up there.
Do we have to?
I bled for this.
Do we have to try anything to get in through the door?
Yeah. Door does look
I'm
locked.
climbing up the rear. You have to say, stop looking at my butt.
I'll give it a try. I don't hold that much hope. No. I don't make it, but I don't crit fail at least.
What
I
are
have
we
a
rolling?
1 in locksmith. I probably
door
shouldn't
won't
roll
open.
that, but I do have a
try.
crowbar.
Still try and roll it.
No.
I rolled a 67, so no.
Does the hobo have locksmithing?
No. Well, let's see if I roll a 1. No.
I have a crowbar.
I love how you gave the thumbs up as soon as you rolled and said no.
So you can
I
jam
don't really
it
want to
in.
just break into the opera house. Because, I mean, we could just wait till there's a performance and just walk in with a crowd, right?
I could buy us like a booth.
True.
Yeah,
Then
I
sneak
could.
off.
Hold on. What type of door is this? Is this like a single wall?
There won't be any shows
Like
until the
kinds that, like-
actual show Aria much later tonight.
Does it have? It has like one
Well,
of
I've
those
got.
types of
How
blocks
much money do
where-
I have?
How long is it until that show? Approximately. Like, do I think there might be a guard shift change in that time?
There will be about 5-ish hours.
Okay.
How much money would be considered like a substantial donation to the opera house? Enough to perhaps grant
I
a
don't
special access. I'm not quite sure what the conversion would be from 1920s to
There was actually a guide for this, but I don't have it.
to the Googles.
There's a converter online somewhere.
My phone is going
playing
to
around
be
with it
dead
before.
before we leave.
Because I was trying to figure out how much money 200 British pounds actually was. And it's like $2,000 or something.
I hate my phone.
It's
I
a
love my
lot.
Just toss
Money conversion, modern 1920s.
Well, I'm thinking if we could donate to the music, maybe just enough to have someone be like, oh, thank you for all the donations. Perhaps you would something that can get us in the door officially, through a curator.
Okay, it's giving me a Wikipedia page on the Roaring Twenties. A book called The Flapper, the heroine or antagonist of the 1920s.
What you probably want to Google is something like inflation calculator.
Ooh, yes.
1920.
I feel like my character should also write a will since he's probably going to be dead. Just pass the money up to one of the other characters if he dies.
So how much?
Money, inflation,
What's how
conversion,
much?
modern 1920s.
I don't know. Tell me what 1,000 is. What 1,000 then is now. What 1,000 from then is to now.
45,016. 20.20.
So 1,000 translates to just under 50 grand.
Here.
That's a shitload of cash.
Okay, so
Like, if you threw $10 at him, I think that's close to 100 or something.
So do we want to try
money.
and give the money to the guard and get it, or do we want to try and give it to the theater and be given
Well, giving it to the theater is going to cost a lot more.
Yeah, but if 1 grand translates to 50 grand,
$10 is 450
and I have
bucks.
300
Yeah, there
grand.
you go.
Wait, $10?
Well, it's in whatever this symbol is.
Oh, that's pounds.
which is what my money is conveniently.
And is not the currency they use here.
True. Shoot.
I think we actually got our money changed on the train.
Yeah.
Oh, I doubt he got all 300,000 changed on the train. I doubt he has all
I doubt
300,000
it.
on him.
He's probably got bribing money though.
Yes, probably sufficient money to get us through the door. Alright.
Well, if you can make some kind of check.
Oh, yeah, like he's gonna let me in after I tried to pickpocket him.
Do you have persuade?
I
Doubt
have
it.
20
I
persuade.
have 75 in persuade. I can try to bribe him.
Wouldn't this be
Okay.
like a bargain?
Yeah, he just like.
Bargain would probably also work.
So do you go up, fresh head wound?
I could
What,
probably
like-
get a bonus from fresh head wound if I talk my way through it by saying I injured myself. I just need to go inside and use your first aid kit.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so like $15?
$15 is a lot of money.
Yeah, I know, but like I know, but like that really makes us look like
Absurd
nefarious.
amount of money.
I don't know,
The thing
however
is,
much
when
money
you're
you think is
talking
appropriate.
about bribing a guard, there's a line you don't want to cross.
Too much is
Which
suspicious.
is if you give someone like 40 grand to take a smoke break,
True.
they're actually
That's
less
suspicious.
likely to take it because they're thinking, what heinous shit are you doing?
There's like a
to
bell
bribe
curve
me
there.
40
Okay.
grand.
You can't
Alright,
bribe
so
too
but
low and
wait,
you can't
so
bribe too
$5
high.
turns out to be what then?
Sounds like it probably is a bargaining check, actually. Figure out what an appropriate amount for a bribe is.
Yeah, who's
Make
got
a bargaining
bargain?
check.
Oh shit.
Or whoever's planning to bribe.
That'd be him.
Yeah.
I fail.
Ah!
No, that doesn't mean you don't bribe him. It just means you have no idea the quantity.
I'd try the persuasion for head wound arguments.
This is the
No,
One
I failed by
pound is
4.
$5.
£1 is let's just give him a so like $1 should get us in the door. 50 cents should get us in the damn door.
He looks at you unconvincingly.
This is the greatest clown show.
Also just break into the damn window.
Your greatest enemy is a bouncer.
No, our greatest enemy is dice.
Wait, hold on. Can I try rolling accounting instead?
You need to explain how you're making accounting work here. Just give me an explanation.
Just know how much money you put
Currency
in without
conversion.
I look at the guard, I assess, I think how much I think he makes
How
in a
much he
year.
probably makes a year.
Can I use fucking...
and how much
Actually, can I use psychology?
Yes.
I succeed, by the way.
No!
I succeed on accounting.
I try psychology.
I should have just given him the wad of
Nope.
cash right at the beginning.
I think at this point, he's probably going to start throwing us out. As we're like holding wads of money and like debating with each other, trying to figure out how much to bribe the
I'm
car.
just gonna go.
He's probably at this point just going to start hitting us with a truncheon.
I think I'm just gonna go around the front though and buy a box. Because we're probably gonna end up having to go to the show anyway.
Look, punks, just get going.
He's just gonna go around to the front and buy a box.
Do you go around the
I
front?
must say, this
the,
guard is
Wherever the
remarkably
box
tolerant.
office.
do you go
wherever
around the
the box
front
office is.
the other way?
Oh, why does this feel like the best? Oh, sure, why
Oh,
not?
circling the building? Yeah, sure.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Let's do it.
Just another fire escape.
Is there
This
people
one's
around?
open a crack.
Is there people around?
What, you mean the door?
Yes.
Open?
Just a little bit of a crack, yeah.
Like maybe
That's
some.
weird. Like someone already broke in.
Alright,
Wait, so
We're
ladder's down?
gonna get blamed for that.
No, it's not.
I
alright,
judge.
you're good at climbing, right?
Hey! I actually got it! I practiced on the other one, so I remembered where not to stand.
It comes down with a screech.
And the bouncer shows
I was
up.
gonna say, hopefully the bouncer is deaf.
We should probably move somewhere and hide and see if he comes over.
Actually, no, he's making a check.
I will roll sneak or hide.
I believe this is side.
Oh, 92. I failed my hide check.
Wow, I
Oh.
almost failed. I rolled 84 out of 87.
Wow, I roll 3.
I don't think we have to worry.
He rolled a 99 on his listen.
Nice.
He turns around and yells at like some poor little stagehand that was bringing something in.
He didn't hear jack shit. It's probably the exact moment he lit up a smoke.
He looks at his lighter, a little funny.
I laughed so hard I was crying, and now I'm pretty sure I have mascara running down my face.
Very small amount, like just on the bottom of the eye,
Okay.
basically.
Yeah, it was
It's
probably
it's less
fine until you
running and
started
more
rubbing it.
blotting,
Yeah.
which is probably just from you running your hands.
Yeah,
But-
probably trying to wipe it away is what actually did that, yeah.
Here.
Oh, thank you. I'm okay. Not really worried about too much going home after this, so no more interviews.
Climbing up the ladder, peek through the crack of the door, see if there's anyone there.
You see a hallway. The thing ends in a flight of steps going down.
Some like doors in the hallway, or
Yeah, there's some other hallways.
Should we roll a sneak, mayhaps, to be stealthy about this, or is that just gonna end in tragedy?
Could. Or I have a different idea, which is any one of us wearing like a coat?
What kind of
An
coat?
overcoat?
An overcoat?
Yeah.
Gotta,
Preferably not you, but I'll take what I can get if there's no other option.
I've got a slightly ill-fitting
go, darling.
jacket.
Here.
I got a whole bunch of fancy clothes.
I grab his jacket and any other jackets I can find and just drape them over one arm
Yeah.
and just start walking through the hallway like I'm a costume expert.
Ah.
Get going.
I'm pretty sure I probably fit in.
Yeah, you look like you're in costume probably.
Yeah, I got a
You're
fancy hat,
scruffy guy with a
fancy
huge
shoes,
boat.
fancy fake monocle.
And
You make
I've
your way down a hallway. There's pictures all up on the walls. Most of them have acts beforehand, as well as Miss Cavallero herself. You turn a corner and there's a little break room, and at the table is two men just playing cards, poker you can think. There's little things on the counter that look like props, like glass jewels or something they're using as betting chips. And the two men are dressed as pharaohs.
Wait, how many pharaohs are in this play?
Pharaoh's guards.
Well, one's Pharaoh, the other one is Nyarlathotep.
Same check.
Oh. All of the sand checks.
And on a day we're rolling like this, I blame the chaos rune underneath the table.
We'll just carve in some better runes and then get kicked out.
Ah. The
Wouldn't
Taro
chaos
wobbles.
encourage randomness of rolls?
Anyway, they look up at you guys, look back down in the games. They look kind of sulking.
When they look up at me, I just like wave at them.
Yeah, one waves back. There's a
Start yelling at you in furiously bad but very quick, fake sounding Italian about how you're not in costume yet.
Other toothbrush.
Darling, I do not get into character until I am ready.
Actus.
one of the poker players, amen.
Wait, was that an amen to me or an amen to...
You probably, considering they're dressed in costume. Kick you in the knee. Thank you.
So, gents, how got all those lines memorized?
You ask in English?
I'm speaking in Latin.
Yeah, good lines there. Says that in English.
You're like, curses, I have to speak English. Terrible at that.
But if you're speaking Latin, you're in the wrong play, buddy. You know that's next week, right?
Oh yes, just like to get prepared.
Yeah, this one's Aria.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's just a play that Cavallero was talking about on the train.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any idea how to move forward from this point?
Do I have to walk up behind you and poke you with a stick? Ask questions.
Yes. Do you have any idea how?
This is a game of investigation.
This is like behind you, like jabbing you with a pen. Like, come on, man.
I've
So,
seen crows do better reporting. No, owls. They ask one of the 5 questions.
Yes.
All right. Do you know? Have an idea what's going on? I've heard that Miss Caballero is still missing.
I don't know. I mean, some of the opera singers, they were always a bit flighty. You know how they are. I think they're better than us.
From up to one side as I'm picking Lynn Makota, I go, oh, don't I just fucking just.
Yes.
You know what? I'm still not convinced that she was kidnapped or whatever. You know what? I think she ran off. She couldn't take the heat. This job is a very, very stressful job. And you know what? Yeah, she's got a pretty voice. But you know what? Her understudy wants it more.
Who was the understudy again?
Oh, Maria.
Maria
De Matine.
Time to sneak
I'm
into the
sorry.
understudy.
De Mattina, sorry.
All right. It is I don't know. It seems really disturbing. I mean, a woman just leaves in the middle of a big. This is a big break, right?
Oh, she was already quite famous, as I recall.
You might have a better luck asking something like, considering the fact that she's already a famous opera star, it's unlikely she would have cracked under pressure.
I mean, she's already done this before, hasn't she? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I suppose it's true what they say. Even a thick skin is not infinite. Do you think criticism got to her or something?
I keep myself together. Mentions of skin. PTSD.
I don't know. Look, her disappearing like that
It's like
just really shook us all up. Like, you know what? A lot of us had to redo some of our lines. We were rushing at the last minute. And a lot of people downstairs are still rushing right now. And it's going to be a rush all the way until that play starts. In fact, the poor costumers. Oh my god.
Oh, yes, all that refitting they have to do.
You have no idea. And especially the curse.
Oh,
The other poker player looks at him. You know that fucking curse isn't real.
I'm sorry. This is the first I've heard of a curse.
Oh no, the costumer's curse is what we're calling it.
Oh.
We've never had a costumer last more than 3 months.
Oh. Injuries?
No, not really injuries, but they just get sick. Like one woman had pneumonia, the other a really bad case of asthma.
A lot of head colds, you'd say?
No, not head colds.
This is the chest.
And something that was, what's the word? I can't remember our word for it, but I remember the doctor saying it was gastroenteritis, whatever that means.
Sounds like something to do with the stomach.
Yeah, maybe. And one of our costumers had appendicitis.
Ooh, boy.
Popped right there in the room.
I'm gonna roll medicine to figure out what the hell that gastro thing is. I failed.
I believe that's an infection of the gastrointestinal tract. Or was it inflammation there?
Yes. I remember I had to have my appendix removed when I was just a little boy, and then again when I was 13.
Give you an odd look.
But yeah, this new costumer. Apparently the curse hasn't worked on her. She's been here 4 months.
Oh, lovely. What's her name?
Lucia Visconti.
Oh, Visconti. Visconti. I've heard that name somewhere before.
Have you? She's kind of new to the business.
Okay.
Maybe just one of those names.
All right.
He strokes his pharaoh beard. Just held there by string.
In your line of sight from, but behind them, I do this.
Everybody
So-
roll idea checks to understand that.
I already know.
Yeah, he already equated it to me. Yeah.
I am assuming he means that's the missing body part.
I feel
Maybe?
I feel like Tom's probably rummaging through cupboards while this is going on. Just
You find jewelry. Tons and tons of jewelry.
costume jewelry. Just like on the run appraisal.
Speaking of costuming, old boy, I've been told there's this dummy I really have to see. It's just like it's like a disembodied torso. It looks.
I'm not a costumer. Like I think we have like 6 or 7 dummies. But I don't. Why would we have a dummy that's just a torso?
I don't know. Someone has been talking about it. I think it was the bouncer outside or something.
What does the bouncer know about costume?
Well, I assume he sees everyone who comes in and out. He's probably
We
heard
don't
of
take the costumes outside.
I don't know, bizarre fetishistic attraction.
You see, that makes more sense.
Same
I mean,
thing.
frankly, that guy seems really creepy. You should probably fire that guy. He seems like a terrible bouncer. I bet he can't hear for shit. I bet he doesn't even call the police if several people try to bribe him.
Whoa, man, he's a veteran. Like, yes, he may have lost his hearing in the war, but we don't talk about that.
That's actually probably true.
Yes. Well, I don't know. People say we shouldn't discriminate against the disabled, but I feel like...
Trust me, if we should discriminate against anybody, it's the old hags downstairs.
Oh,
They're always up in my case.
the old hags?
Oh yeah, the costumers.
Costumers.
Oh, yes. Of course. Sorry, I've been so busy memorizing lines and scripts, my mind is in another world.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. I mean, my job is Pharaoh. Oh my god, and I have the biggest part in the show too, even though I'm not a main character.
Yes.
Like, I have to get up on there, slaves hand me my weapons, and my armor, and my sandals, and I gotta stand there, and smoke is billowing out. I love the role. Oh man.
Yes, I'm sure it'll look amazing, darling. Yes. Well, I really should get into character. It's been nice talking to you, gents.
Alright. Come by tomorrow, we're having another game.
Oh, lovely.
I always forget. Where are the props stored again?
All over the place. If it's really big stuff, it may be in the hallways. Are you asking about the costumes?
The props. Like big background pieces. And...
Literally everywhere. You see
It's like
bits in the
clearly
hallways.
you've never worked backstage at a theater. You put props where there's room.
All right, I follow Agnes wherever she's going.
I'm heading downstairs to investigate where the costumes are kept.
Okay.
Tom Pocket
Both
like
to
a
find
them.
crazy lady who's survived for 4 months and I suspect might be a cultist, and also to try and find dummies.
Okay. You leave the room, the break room where they're playing poker, back towards the direction where the stairs be going down. And you reach the bottom of a flight of stairs.
Like a dead end by the bottom flight of stairs.
No, as in you're at a flight of
Stairs
stairs going
going
up.
up. Is there
Aren't we
any
trying to
signage
go
or anything
down?
there? He said the first floor had
Oh.
that. We went to do a fire escape on the second floor. So I assume we're on
Roll
the second
idea.
floor. I succeed. Is it
I
just that
succeed
the
too.
floors are very high?
No, this is the same hallway. You think?
Wait. I personally, not
So
my
this
character,
is
I
a
am
full set of
confused.
stairs. Some sort of evil thing lies up there. It's a trap.
I kick the stair.
You kick the stairs.
Alright? I turn around and look for a stairs down.
Okay. Turn around down the hallway. See another flight of stairs going down.
If we turn back and look for the first stairs, are they still there?
What stairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not turning around.
Can I roll a stand check now?
Yeah.
I should probably roll anyway because I technically worked out what would happen.
Oh
happened before.
no!
I got a bonus.
I succeed.
saw
Oh
this
no! Wait!
coming.
Wait! If you go, oh no! I failed. So
I didn't turn to look around the stairs, but I rolled anyway because I kind of knew what was happening.
I rolled a 99.
Oh my
Yeah, I rolled an 88.
Everyone who failed, take one sand.
This is not nearly the weirdest thing we've seen.
You make your way down the stairs. There's a whole bunch
I'm
of
used to being completely lost.
people are moving back and forth. Big props are on the walls. There's more pictures of Miss Cavallero. Some even have wreaths. There's even one or two people up by the pictures, kind of doing a little crossing themselves and praying. People push past you and keep walking.
I check my pockets.
Nothing's missing.
I'm gonna start just walking around, carrying random things between dummies. Costume parts, mostly like hats and stuff. Mostly limiting to hats, because hats can conceivably be moved around everywhere. There's no apparent reason.
Sorry, what are you doing?
I'm basically making an excuse to go and look at each of the dummies by just taking like hats or scarves or small costume bits and moving around. between them.
Okay, you actually see a
if I
stack of hats.
seeing if I can check like the torso on each one if it's weird material.
You don't see any dummies here.
Okay.
You're just in a hallway full of people.
Right.
The business.
Shall I continue
Hey, can
poking
I
around
roll
trying to
a-
find dummies?
Can I roll a sneak just to, as we're kind of walking around, just to try and stay as unnoticeable as well? Like, I assume he's not going to be able to be.
There are too many people here.
No? Okay.
No.
I stop one of the random people and I say, "Sorry, I'm new here. I'm a new costumer. Where are the dummies?"
Oh, a new costume. Okay.
I
Down
get
the
that a
hallway.
lot.
You'll see. Don't worry, it's not
I
bad.
always say that.
You go down the hallway, you take a left, you take a right, you take a left. There'll be a fork, you take a left. Yeah, I know it's kind of weird down here. It's like a maze.
It certainly is, darling.
Thank
My
you.
inventory gone.
You make your way down one hallway. There's more people milling about, all carrying things.
I go right, left, fork left.
Yep. And as you do so, a big fake chariot wheel as tall as you, covered in paint and fake jewels, just starts rolling down the hallway, knocking at some people. And people
try
are
to get out of the
screaming
way.
and booking it. Everybody in the hallway roll a dodge.
I
Can I try to stop it?
Ooh, archery.
I failed my dodge check. However, can we try and push something
I'm gonna
big
try
in
to
the
be
way
a
of it?
hero. I'm gonna try to stop it with strength. I'm gonna stand my ground.
I have a very high fist plus a modifier. Can I punch it?
You can certainly punch it and break your head.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
You are free to do whatever you want in
Well,
front of the path of this moving
okay.
rolling wheel.
Well, they said large props are in the hallway, right? Is there another large prop that perhaps we could like topple over into the path of it and stop it?
See, that's a sensible thing.
That was what I said first, but nobody was listening at the time.
Yeah, there's
You
some
push
stuff.
over a priceless grandfather clock.
There is a grandfather clock.
I was hoping for more of, you know, the something not priceless
Yeah, there's
variety.
boxes, chairs.
So
Whatever you do, it's going to be a check.
all
It's
right,
not a priceless grandfather clock. It's worth $80,000.
effectively priceless, although actually
It's a very
affordable
distinct price.
for my
It's
character.
just
It's actually
really,
affordable.
really.
Yeah, so he'll push over some of the
Don't break it. It's priceless. Oh, you mean it's worthless then?
yeah, any like box chairs or whatever. I am retiring these dice. Period.
Why?
That's it.
1 second. You try and grab it and pull it. It
Just
must
drop
be
it on
bolted to
me.
the wall or something. The wheel hits you.
Yeah. How much am I taking?
Shit, 4 damage. It hits you hard,
That's
and it
alright.
stops.
Just like I take it. I stop it.
I'll try to patch up your bruises.
Wait, before you do, you actually see, like, she is covered in red. And there's red everywhere.
We'll look around.
It's just paint. The whole wheel. Well, it's no longer covered in fake gems. Just paint. A lot of red paint. And it's left a track all the way down the hallway. And you're a good third covered in red paint.
Just like track mark up Tom's back.
I succeeded on first aid.
Oh,
D3, I think. I don't have a D3.
Yeah.
2.
Thank you kindly.
And you can only first aid once per injury. So.
That's alright. Still better than what I was at. At least
Well,
I
after
had
that, you
12
can try
HP,
and
which I
continue
think
down the
is pretty
hallways. You try to follow the directions you were given, but it starts to get confusing. Everybody roll a power times 2.
I knew that I should have be putting cards in the corners.
Nope.
Okay, power times 2.
Rolled an 11.
44. Nope.
John here helps you get through it.
Okay. So we get there successfully.
Yep.
I'm still covered in red paint.
You get into the costumer's room, and 6 dummies over in the far wall are all pointing in your direction. As 3 elderly women, all dressed in black. Or
And they all have
ones from the
yeah, these are the
cathedral?
ones from the cathedral. Yeah.
say something?
Same ones from the cathedral?
Yes, actually.
Yep.
I just realized I was about to ask if they all have eyes, and I realized it was the same question I asked in the cathedral and remembered the women from the cathedral.
There's also a younger woman at work at a sewing machine.
Am I going to get attacked by them and made to change clothes?
Do any of the dummies look particularly different?
Miss Visconti, you need it on stage.
What, already? But it doesn't start in hours.
No, there's been some sort of accident. Paint smeared everywhere all over several of the costumes.
Goddamn stagehands.
I know. Should I be rolling fast talk or something?
No, we have evidence.
I'm gonna say that's a fast talk.
Nope.
Wait. Did you get some kind of bonus because I'm currently covered in proof?
Stagehands will handle it. It's not my job. I'm too busy as it is here.
What are you doing anyway?
Oh, I'm just making the last modifications to King Ramses' cloak at the moment.
Didn't they recast that part?
Recast? What?
Yeah, the actor didn't he break his leg or something? I'd heard the part's role had been changed.
Oh, no.
Is this retailoring for the new actor?
No, you must be thinking of the person playing the role of Arya. It was Caballero.
No, this was a man. He was upstairs. He was telling me it was his big break as the understudy. I'm lying.
Okay.
So.
This is news to me.
Well, maybe you should talk to him about it.
Thinking of it.
What for?
Take a check.
There we go.
I
You
succeeded.
throw enough bullshit at a problem, eventually some of it will get through.
She swears and turns off the machine. I'm never gonna get work done with this. And she leaves. The three old ladies are still putzing away at the machines. They kind of look at you, go back to their work.
I'm gonna go start examining dummies.
Okay.
Oh, I've still got one of their rosaries.
As I leave, I just go like, cover me.
I sort of stand in the corner and put my hand in my holster.
Nonchalantly finger galooger.
You bring your hands up to touch one of the shirts on the mannequins, and one lady just slaps your hand.
What?
Oh no!
I need to adjust it.
Yeah.
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 They don't speak a word of English.
No way.
The old lady stared at you angrily.
I ignore her stares. I've been stared at angrily by better. I do want to try and pick up the W's movement. I know they're cultists, Daniel. Like, if they're gonna attack us, just do it.
I believe this is called calling their bluff.
Pretty much.
Lady starts screaming, slaps you.
Right? I will try to dodge.
Okay, just
No.
Lady comes running back in. What are you doing?
I don't know, she just slapped me.
Yeah, she just suddenly got violent.
Anna, calm down. Well, what happened?
I was trying to adjust the shit.
She starts translating for the old lady and goes, okay, they've been here much longer than me. They know what they're doing. And isn't this your first day?
Yes.
Listen to them. They know what they're doing. And if they tell you not to touch the dummies, don't touch the dummies.
What are they worried about exactly?
I'm trying to decide whether I should pickpocket them again.
Last time a stagehand touched one of these, they ripped it. And they're not having that happen again.
I'm not a stagehand.
You practically are.
I practically am not. This may be my first day here, but I've worked the theatre before.
Care where?
I make up a place in London. I speak English.
Never heard of it.
Sorry, just say.
When I say I make up a place in London, I mean, should I just roll idea, actually?
Yeah.
Yeah, succeed.
Alright.
London Opera House or whatever.
Okay then. Are you here to help them then?
I was trying to.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe if it's best if I just move this one away so that we don't have to talk to each other and everything, and I don't get in their way and they don't hit me.
Yeah. Managed to arrange to have one of the mannequins moved across the room.
Yep. Whichever one they seem the most protective of.
They seem equally protective of all the mannequins.
Weird. Oh well.
Well,
the roll psychology.
Nope.
Can the rest of us roll psychology as well?
Do you have any stats in it?
Just the base.
We gotta go over this. You don't need points in a skill to roll the skill. It just makes it much less likely that you'll
Well,
succeed
I
at
failed
it.
miserably, so yeah.
What about you, John?
I've rolled 30 out of 7.
So
So that'd be a fail then.
Everyone who's looking at the mannequins, roll an idea.
I succeed.
I succeed too.
What horrible thing happens to me?
You remember that the fake pharaoh said 6 or 7 mannequins? There's only 6 here.
Alright. Technically within parameters, but that said,
Can I
I will
sneak off
ask.
and go poking around in spaces?
I will ask Miss Visconti, because I assume that's who that is.
The one.
Yeah. Isn't there supposed to be another dummy somewhere?
Oh yeah, the new one. Well, by new I mean 5 years old, but new nonetheless compared to
Don't
these
let it
ones.
start happening.
The one from Paris?
What?
Wasn't that the one from Paris? I'm basing this on the fact that part of the statue was sold by someone in Paris to someone in Milan.
I actually don't know. I've only been here for 4 months. Although I heard it was I actually heard there was a bit of a superstition about that dummy. Yeah, you see, you didn't need to do as much fitting on any costume that was on. You just kind of put it on and it was the right size.
Did it only work if the costume was made of leather?
No, none of our costumes are made of leather.
I was out of character, but still.
Although I heard that one got moved down into the basement. I don't know why it's not up here. I mean, we had the Pharaoh's armor on it.
I should probably bring that up, actually. The pharaohs upstairs were just talking about how they need to get the costume in character. I suppose I should go get that.
Yeah. 3rd floor on the left, and there should be a flight of stairs going down.
Third floor on the left? Nice. Or did you mean third door?
Third door.
Okay. I'm gonna head off to go try and find the new dummy. Actually, last time I actually succeed 55 out of 64. Is she lying to me about where the dummy is?
She does seem stressed out, though.
Alright. Right. Dummy hunt.
Tom's basically just following you around. Some kind of slightly mangy dog, puppy, covered in
To be
tape.
fair, a Main Street kid in an opera house doing menial work is
It's
not
pretty
exactly
straightforward.
uncommon.
Yeah.
Hey, there were no laws against slave labor this time, or child labor.
I feel like you'd be like carrying a
Anyway,
crate or something.
you do find the stairs, and as you go down each step, the color starts to fade from the walls a bit.
Getting closer. I thought this might be what was causing that.
In fact, as you get down the steps, you actually see somebody at the end of the hallway. And it's actually the bouncer. With another man in a suit. He's like, "You! Get them out of here!"
I work here.
No, you don't!
Yes, I
Someone
do.
bribed me. We'll try to.
Can I
You're
sneak
crazy,
away?
sir. Why would I need to bribe you to get into my own place of employment?
Manager! Manager!
I carry on walking like I don't even care about him.
He comes up, grabs your shoulder.
I will try to dodge this grab. I see, barely. 56 out of 56.
Get going!
You said there was some other man here?
Yes. Another man.
Man is assaulting me.
You don't work here. Go!
Yes, I do. He's hired today. I tried to get past him before, but he was being a dick. He wouldn't let me in. Kept calling me a street rat. I admit my Italian is not great. I used to work in London.
Fast talk.
I will name drop. You can ask Miss Visconti upstairs. Nope. Crit fail. I think they attacked me at this point.
Well, I finally get an opportunity to use my 70 in fist.
He opens his suit coat a bit. See the handle of the gun. Go away.
I just look over at you.
I flip over the
Is this gonna be
cap
like-
to my holster.
Is
ready
this
to
going to be
drop.
like the Old West? Just coat back, hand of the...
Except you have my coat still.
That's true.
So everyone
I-
can see that I'm attacking
Can I try to look?
you. Except everyone was probably assuming it was a prop gun.
Yeah.
Well, everyone's paying attention to to the two of them, can I try and like sneak around behind them so that I'm advantageously poised should this actually break out into a fight? It's
The other one sees you.
But they were in a scuffle. It's not sufficient distraction. To
You're in a
just
hallway.
Aw.
Could I create a more sufficient distraction by, say, shoving one of them?
You are free to.
We know this is going to become a fight. I mean, there isn't really another option at this point.
Are we gonna be shoving them in a broom closet somewhere?
I'm going to try and shove one of them. 12 on a fist check. Shove.
Can I try to sneak off? Try to find someone, and it's like the bouncer is trying to shove me
No,
into the
don't bring
cops.
more people into this.
No, witnesses are not on our side.
And can I use that as a sufficient opportunity to sneak past?
Do I actually do damage from shoving him, or is it just shoving? Because I'm not, like, trying to do damage.
I'll say you don't have to do damage. Hey!
Come on, go back upstairs.
He throws a punch.
I will dodge. Nope, I get punched.
Yeah, you're lucky his fists don't have impale. Oh shit.
Well, they do,
He
but
gets
they
a
don't
hell of a
seem to work
damage
on
bonus.
Oh.
You take 6 damage.
Ow.
He cracks you across the jaw.
Ow. Shoot him.
Yes, gunfire would make this a lot less.
Hey, how about
Alright,
how about we try to?
smack 'em.
I know a way that we can subdue him. It involves some of that dream medicine.
I think we used that up.
So basically, when he throws the fist, he
I'm
just...
assuming we're going into, like, combat initiative here.
Looks like it.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't realize there was initiative system here. That makes sense, but clearly I have not been
It's
here
actually
long
just, I
enough.
think, in order of dex.
Oh, okay. Wow, that will not be me first. I won't. I'll be closer to the bottom, I suspect. Well, it's not as bad as my education. Fun fact, my own language with education times 5 is only a score of 15.
Wow.
So if Tom doesn't say much, it's because
I speak good, no?
he talks with money. I'm gonna be
So
so
what
sad
is
if he
everyone's
fails.
dex?
Mine is
9.
13.
Okay. 8.
9.
Hilariously, I have both a nightstick, a garrote, and a crowbar, but I do the most damage with my fists. Yeah, unless that 1d4 adds to other things as well.
Is there a prop shovel anywhere nearby?
My crowbar?
Yeah, roll luck.
18, I make it.
Yeah, you see one. However,
Good call, good call.
it's actually the man you pushed's turn. He has the highest dex.
Nice.
Actually, no, wait. No, it's the other guy. The guy who flashed his piece.
Well, at least I'll have to take a turn drawing it.
So he does pull his gun. Trev?
I'm going for him. I'm going for the guy with the gun.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm gonna try and smash him in the arm. And nope, I miss.
Okay. The man you push throws another fist at you.
Oh good. Dodgy, dodgy. I succeed.
He misses. The punch goes wild.
I'm wary of that punch now.
Yeah, because he stung like a bee on that one. Amber?
Alright, he, my character is male, not feminine, descends.
Guy with the gun. Guy with the gun.
Yeah, descends on the guy with the gun in a fury of fists and like, yes. Three-turn attack. And succeeds with a 22.
He succeeds on his dodge.
Dang it! It's been a while since I did this.
Sorry?
Right, so we're attacking people now.
I'm going.
Yeah, a brawl has started.
Yes.
You ready to rumble?
All right, guy with the gun, right behind him, knife.
Is this the possessed knife? Just out of curiosity. Do you
Sure,
still
why
have-
not?
Oh good.
Best answer. Sure, why not?
I mean,
I
I just hit it
shouldn't
in my
have asked.
hat.
Roll.
That was a dumb question.
9.
What is the knife skill?
Yeah.
What's your skill at knife?
My skill at knife is 63.
Impale.
Yeah, you impale.
I think that's double damage or something.
Right.
Double damage?
Now, I don't remember how much damage a knife does.
1d4 plus 2. So 2d4 plus 4. You're going to do a lot of damage. So 8
damage. 8.
Shank. Knife impale. That's like
Also,
that's like a kid.
Roll a percentage based on your skill with that weapon.
Alright. I rolled an 80 out of 63.
Do you know what happens? Is it if you fail that it gets stuck?
I have no idea.
I may have it written here. Because there's a specific rule with impale.
Possessed knife is stuck in the body.
It's not like he doesn't have any other knives.
I have a lot of knives.
The roll was irrelevant. The knife sticks in his back. Like you think you've jammed it into one of his ribs. You'll have to spend next turn pulling it out.
Why? I'll just take another knife.
He is a cutlery drawer.
Drawing a weapon would still be a turn.
I draw my weapon and aim at the guy who has a gun.
And a knife in his back.
Oh, you mean the guy who's dual wielding?
Yes. I'm dueling with a pistol in his head and a knife in his kidney. I'm good.
Do I get to shoot this turn?
Sorry, I've never had to deal with this rule before. I may have to.
Gun out and ready to fire goes first.
No, I mean the amount of injury he's taken.
Oh,
Oh no, it's only for investigators.
okay. How much is it? Because I took 6. For whatever it is.
He took 8.
You said it was for investigators. I'm inquiring because I took
specifically,
6.
you take a fifth of your current HP.
I took half of my current HP. So
You have to roll to see if you go
half.
shock.
Okay.
Very delayed.
I roll
shock.
83. I probably go into shock.
Yeah, con times 5. You fall unconscious if you
Alright.
fail that roll.
Yep. I'm unconscious.
Very delayed.
Congratulations, you punched out a woman.
Yeah.
I'm
He
sure
feels-
that'll look good.
Yeah. He shoots you because you just stabbed the hell out of him. In fact, the knife is still in him.
Guns are loud, guys.
You can roll dodge, because, I mean, he's right next to you. I think, anyway.
Rush gun.
Pistol skill. Oh,
He might not have one.
how does he have a gun and not a pistol skill?
Probably because he, like many people who carry guns, assume that showing it is sufficient to make people leave. Or maybe because they didn't want to kill all of the investigators.
Well, it's gonna be base then, which is dex.
I think base for a handgun is 20.
Although at close range, he does get double.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Shot goes wild. The bang echoes through the hallway.
Yeah, saw that coming.
Well, the only upshot is this place is a maze. It's going to take them like an hour to figure out where that came from. All we have to do when we get out of here, assuming we're alive, is act panicked. And try to ignore the fact that, oh no, none of us are bleeding yet. I just have a split lip. And a hefty welt.
She fainted when she heard the gun and hit her head on something.
Yes, clearly. Who's up next?
The bouncer,
Alright.
who goes at you,
Shot.
man who has a gun, and he throws his superpowered fist.
No, that's just
What
not
you gonna do?
fair.
Try and roll dodge?
Yeah.
How come the only person succeeding on their rolls is the bouncer?
Alright, I succeed.
Okay, you dodge just as you hear it whistle past your head.
Does it hit the opposite wall and crack the drywall? Just put a hole in the wall?
No, he actually stops it a second before it does. Amber, shit's gotten real.
Oh, it's gonna go flying at the remaining guy. It's only
With what weapon?
fist.
Okay.
Oh, does more damage with a fist than his garrote, nightstick, or crowbar.
Who exactly are you targeting?
Oh, that's right, they're both
Gun.
standing. Guy with guns.
Okay.
It's always going to be the guy with the gun.
72. Oh, 72. That's just not fair. No.
You miss and do hit the wall.
Oh, but I did succeed the first time, so I guess I can take that off. I'm just not doing so hot here.
You have to make an attack roll to see if you can pull the knife out, if you are going to pull the knife out.
Can I just dig it in further?
Twist it.
Question: could he roll like kick to try and kick the knife, like deeper into him? I don't know what you have in kick.
Well, it's 25 at base, which isn't impossible.
No, it's not good either. You could also just take out a different knife. Because that one doesn't require a roll, at least.
Yeah.
It would take my turn, wouldn't it?
So it would take pulling it out of him.
Well, he did just take 8 damage. So, how about I just
You could also just punch him.
Well, just pick an action and roll.
kiddo?
Agnes is providing tactical advice.
38, so I can see it on my
I should
fist.
probably stop doing that.
Already dodged this turn, so can't dodge. Roll fist damage.
Alright, that is 1d3 plus damage value. I need 2d3.
The most useful die in Cthulhu.
Alright, so 1 damage.
Okay. You give him a nice solid punch in the spine. Screams, but he's still standing. I think we have to do some kind of roll for your character. Any
Okay.
double check?
I enjoy that Tom's sole purpose in this game was really just supposed to be to hit things. He's failing pretty spectacularly at it.
Actually, didn't you hit that he dodged?
True,
Yeah.
true. But still, I feel like he's kind of like running past them every time. It's like, ah! He is spectacularly stupid.
It's Cthulhu. It's what I expect. I expect having half your hit points lost to one punch would probably do something significant.
All right. I'm debating on whether to threaten the guy in front of me or shoot the guy who's almost dead.
It's your call, buddy.
I'm not gonna give advice because I really should. It's my conscience.
I aim the gun at the bouncer's head. I think really carefully about how much you want to awaken the skinless horror of. I think very carefully at how much you want to awaken a skinless horror of the underworld.
Seriously?
Who exactly do you say this to?
The bouncer.
He's pointing his gun at the bouncer, but I mean, he's
You pointed at the
addressing
bouncer,
both of them.
but the dude who got stabbed, you see a look on his face. So are you trying to intimidate the bouncer with your gun?
Yes.
They got roll.
Persuade, probably.
Yeah. I do not have a good persuade.
Is he any kind of bonus for the gun?
Does Benoit also stumble over saying the skinless horror?
Yes. 64.
Succeed or fail?
That was out of 20.
So no.
No, but there's no way you can earn any.
I actually have a pretty good idea for why it doesn't work. A gunshot went off in a hallway. We're all deaf.
He doesn't hear you.
Yeah. Also, he lost his hearing in the war. We've established this.
Sod it. Can I shoot him anyway?
He has his gun out.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Are you
Double
shooting the
fist
bouncer or the other guy?
Yeah, I got the gun in the bouncer's face, so I'm assuming.
double for close range, or was that?
Yes, it is double for close range.
So doesn't that mean I automatically hit?
Else you roll
Still
another
roll
die.
to see if your gun jams.
All right. 27, and that's 2 attacks per turn.
Yes.
And 38. All right, so that's 2 hits. I believe that is 1d10 each. 4 damage.
4?
2 and 2.
Oh man.
That's
Sorry, let me
tragic.
actually look up this guy's health.
That's
Sorry, one guy's stats on one side of the sheet, the other's on
That's quite sad.
Yes.
Where did these bullets hit exactly? That they're only
Actually,
causing 4 damage.
Impale is a fifth of your skill. So less than 20 in your case if your skill wound up being over 100.
All right. Damn.
I think it caps your skill at 100, but I'm not sure.
Well, I got a 23 anyway, so.
the stab guy, hearing what you just shouted, shoots at you. And
You may want to
misses.
dodge.
He rolled an 89.
Ah.
Even with some kind of bonus that he doesn't have.
The bouncer's right in front of me. Does he hit the bouncer?
He didn't crit fail, so no. Although it came close.
Does he make his second attack?
Oh shit, you're right.
Oh.
Yeah, I hope you can roll a
They
dodge.
want to dodge.
Dodge.
No.
Nope.
Oh.
Someone's getting shot. Should have brought my shotgun.
You take 6.
Ooh. How many
That's
points
more
do
than
you
half.
have?
Oh,
I am at
shit.
4 points.
Roll your
Nice.
Constitution times 5.
Oh, dear God.
So 25.
Nope. Ah, that's to the ground.
You pass
bleeding.
out from a shot to the gut.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Yeah. Oh crap, indeed.
Yeah. Welcome to gunfights in Cthulhu.
So basically, we're all going to be rolling new characters for next week?
Possibly. Like in this game, someone discovered that if you have like 2 guys with guns against a party of 5, that's a TPK. Like even just like a pistol, it's just gonna kill all of them.
Anyway, the bouncer.
I knew I should have wrote
you
that
tried.
will.
There's a reason I kept saying shoot
Swings
the
at
guy
you.
with the
Oh, wait, you're
gun.
unconscious.
Yeah.
I don't care.
The bouncer
He
turns
did.
to you.
He failed.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
I'm surprised the bouncer hasn't run away, considering there's 2 guys, a guy with a gun, two guys with a gun. Oh, well, actually, he's unconscious now. So.
Alright.
Roll a good dodge.
97!
Nope.
Are you kidding?
You get punched.
4.
Well, it's not half my hit points,
Is
although...
it a 5th of your current HP?
Oh, yeah, it's a 5th of my current HP. Oh, it's definitely that.
Con times 5.
It's not even 50.
Nope. Unconscious.
We're all gonna wake up and get... Actually, no, it's a cultist there. We're all gonna wake up dead.
Yeah. One of us is still conscious.
So it's me versus 2 guys.
Take my
Correct.
money.
Yes.
Run.
Who has the shotgun?
No one.
No, no one
I
bought a
didn't
shotgun.
bring the shotgun to the opera house. There's a knife in my purse, but
Okay,
where's
so
that?
there's a guy with the gun, pretty badly hurt, right?
Yeah, he's bleeding.
Okay, okay.
Try to take his gun away.
That's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm
Grapple check.
gonna try to take his
Oh, I
gun
could
away.
have done that too. Oh, no, I don't have anything in grapple. Never mind.
Sweet, I can use grapple rules.
Sure, you don't have to get a separate book out for that?
Okay, so are you actually trying to grapple him?
Yes.
Well, grapple the gun anyway.
Yeah.
Now, just let me quickly read this.
What kind of character do you guys think you're gonna roll next time?
After you succeed
got
on
one.
grapple, if you do, you can then attempt several moves, such as trying to immobilize him, knock down, or knock him out, or disarm, or physically injure, or strangle.
Disarm would be probably what he's doing.
Yeah. 86.
Nope.
Oh my
We have
god!
been cursed by the dice gods.
The dice really are trying to kill us.
You try and grab him, he just shrugs you off, throws you against the wall.
Running is also an option.
Yeah. How about I just run?
Take my money and run.
You can try. That's it's gonna be what, an athletics check?
I got skill in running.
Yeah.
Don't we have a piece of the whatchamacallit in our hotel room?
No, in our train.
In our train, right?
Or actually, that's a question. Is the train staying there for some period of time, or is it leaving?
It'll be staying there.
Okay. Because if it was leaving, we would have moved it to our hotel.
It'll be leaving tomorrow.
Oh,
We're not gonna be
great.
on it.
So we'd have moved it to our hotel.
Granted, it's always possible to catch them next train.
Yeah, but that one's not going to have the arm in it.
Good point.
That's what I was
So we
saying.
would-
If we know the train's leaving in like 2 days, we'd have taken it to our hotel room.
right, yes.
So there's a good chance when he murders all of us, he'll be able to find that too.
I knew I should have written that will before we came in
2
here.
guys, one has a gun.
Yes.
He's coming next. There's also a guy that comes after him. So I want to hide behind the other guy. So that there's
shield?
someone in the way. Human shield.
This isn't a computer game.
Although standing behind someone is a pretty good way of making that someone
actually
not shoot
valid.
you. That's pretty good.
It's a narrow hallway.
So you position
If he
yourself-
keeps the bouncer between him and the guy with the gun, it's going to be a lot harder to hit
Second
him.
question: how many bullets does he have?
Yeah, how many rounds are in a
Because
clip?
most of them would have only had 6.
No, the revolver has 6. The semi-automatic has about 17 to 22.
Oh, I thought there would have only. Oh yeah. Okay.
Especially if you
He's got
got
a
Yeah, we're way
9mm
past
Beretta.
revolvers at this
9mm
point.
Beretta is 17 and 1 in the chamber, I think.
Beretta, they
I'd
have
have to
those
look
in this
that up.
time?
Apparently,
Yeah.
Apparently, who knows?
I know for some reason in my head I
it's
had
not
it
an
with a revolver.
M1911.
It's like, wait a
Because
second,
those
no,
existed
we're way
at that
past
time.
that.
That's a
We're way-
45. And they were very common.
Wait, 45?
So I already did my graphic.
An M1911 is a 45.
They're 1920s, not 1820s.
It has
I
45
would say
bullets.
No, it's a 45 caliber handgun.
Oh, okay.
try that. It would just be running down the hallway. But it may take a few checks to get out of the building.
Wait, so run down a straight hallway.
Up the stairs and through the building. It's maze-like. You may not remember how to get out.
That doesn't sound like I'll be able to get out of the hallway. It's a freaking hallway. It's easy to aim.
Right?
The question is, how fast can you run?
Yeah.
Keep in mind, that guy has a knife in his bag, which I feel like he should be taking some kind of penalty for that. Actually, can I see the Cthulhu book?
I actually don't have
Oh,
it.
okay.
I'm going to be brave and stupid and hide behind the other guy. That's my original plan.
At least if you
you're
know,
just
all
hiding
die
behind the other
together.
Yeah, but I'm positioning myself in such a way and just preventing him from moving out of the way. It's like, no.
Okay. Well, while you do that, the bouncer throws a punch at you.
I just realized if I take more than 2 points of damage in a single hit, I'm going unconscious. If it's actually 1/5, that seems really low.
I'm pretty sure it's a 5th.
It's a 5th of your sanity, I know that one.
Yeah, but Sandy is like at 70.
Yeah, because
Hit points tend to max out at like, what, 15 or 18
would
or
it round
something?
down or round up would be the other
No,
question.
my mistake. It's if from a single wound, you lose half or more of your current HP.
Okay.
Oh, so I'm still
So
away.
you're still up.
You're still up.
Do I get retroactive?
Us two, though. Us
Would
two
I
are
get
unconscious. Yeah, I thought that seemed weird. I'm like, a 5th? Like, that's like 2 hit points.
So, the bouncer is going to make an attack, and then it'll be your guys' turn.
Okay.
I think she got a turn skip, though.
Oh yeah, okay. You make a move then.
All right. I'm going for the guy with the gun.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, obviously. And 24. Thank you, dice, for not failing me. I knew I could rely on you. These are my second pair of dice ever, and they've been very kind to me. Okay.
Have you tried Dutch?
You can able to dodge.
Yes. Thank God. Okay. I'm gonna need that D3.
Is that your damage?
No, she has a D4 damage bonus.
Yeah. So it's still not much, but you know.
She's not the bouncer, but
I'm not 3. Your
3 damage to
D3
the
really
gunman.
favors 1.
It could be enough.
3 damage.
that's 12 total to that guy, I think.
Stumbles back. You knock him really hard in the chest. Spit some blood on you. I'm pretty sure there's a tooth there as well.
That probably wouldn't phase him. I imagine that's happened before. His occupation is street thug.
How much damage does this gun take?
Is he still standing?
Barely.
He's taken 12. 12 is my hit points, and I'm not super tough.
Remember, this
Well,
guy,
actually, I have a con of 13. I am fairly tough.
Yeah, I have 12 too.
don't forget, the guy with the gun, his job is bodyguard.
I thought his job was cultist.
Cult
Pretty sure it's deranged cultist.
Bouncer sees his buddy get really badly punched. And tries to return the favor.
yeah. He sticks on my dodge.
He gets a 16. 3 damage.
That's half. That's straight half of my current.
It's half your maximum.
Oh, then I'm
Is it half
good.
maximum or half current?
Half current. I
Oh.
will double check.
Yeah, I'm
You
out.
have to roll.
No, yeah, gotta make
Oh, I
roll.
have to roll? Okay. 35 con is 9, so 5, 45. I succeed. I succeed. I am not unconscious.
Consciousness.
So you get struck hard across the head. In fact, it goes white for a second, but you're still standing.
Yeah,
Barely.
And this would be why his own language skill is 15.
Your turn, buddy.
My turn. Alright.
Oh,
I'm going to try to punch the guy with the gun again.
how is he still alive?
Figures like probably has like 1 HP left or something at this point.
Please hit. Please hit.
85.
That's not a hit.
No, it's not.
You got hit twice, correct?
I got hit once.
He shot you twice.
You miss.
Yeah, he shot me twice. One miss.
Oh,
The gunner shoots you.
right. Corey, how many times have you been hit?
Are you keeping a hit?
Not at all.
Well
Well,
done.
I'm keeping track because in the unlikely event we survive, I can first aid once per wound taken.
Okay.
I should probably mention that he forgot to roll the second shot, so...
No, he didn't. I reminded
Roll
you.
dodge.
Yeah.
The second was the
Okay.
one that hit you.
Yeah.
Some wood paneling on the wall behind you, just beside your head, explodes and shards as a round just misses your head.
Equal opportunity GM.
However, the bouncer takes a swing.
I can't really roll a punch, right? Dodge?
You could attempt to parry. Carry a weapon?
You can parry with a fist.
How do we parry?
Wait.
You roll
I went the
fist.
bouncer one again. I went the bouncer one again.
I succeed.
That was because I accidentally missed out on one of your turns.
Would we have done that
Okay.
Oh, wait.
But then the bouncer still went twice.
That should have just given Amber 2 turns.
Yeah, not
Not
him
the
two
bouncer
turns.
2 turns.
Never mind. It's,
Thank you kindly. I'm hitting the guy with the gun.
okay.
84! 84! What is wrong with you?
They hate you.
You're boxed too. Actually, you can. You're not the D10. Where's the D10? You can stay.
Selective hatred.
The bouncer easily sidesteps your punch
Where's the D100?
and goes in for a swing.
Is that an
Odd
impale?
zero.
Oh, he crit fails. How much drop do you have? Breaks his hand on a wall, I think.
Yeah.
Does he take a point of damage or something, I guess?
Wait,
Yeah.
it's
Please tell me.
it's 2 people on a small highway. Does he hit the other guy? The guy
That's correct.
Yes. Because I am standing beside him. I did.
I'm allowing it just out of pity for how badly you guys have been beaten.
So Tom falls over to dodge and the hit.
The other guy takes a blow to the back of the spine.
He's still standing?
Did he just take another 3? Or more than 3?
Oh wait, no, it was the bodyguard that threw a swing. I mean, the bouncer, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it hit the
He
bodyguard.
hit the guy who was
He hit
grievously
the guy with
injured.
the gun
Yeah.
Yeah.
and took him out.
Yes! Thank the gods!
By the way, I can't say it, I'm unconscious.
Say it to me in the dream world.
I grabbed the gun, except, you know, I have no skill in it.
Oh, yeah.
Plural.
I have no skill in it.
The bodyguard runs.
He has no excuse.
The
I can
bodyguard
yell at him.
sees the other guy dead on the floor and says,
You can't let that guy get away at this point.
he starts
God.
running down the
Okay, I
hallway.
grab his gun, the other gun.
Do you have any skills in those weapons?
Now!
No, base is 20.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
You're also getting a bonus for dual wielding. I mean a penalty.
Point
I'll
blank
take
range.
one.
Oh shit.
I get double.
Okay, why don't I take one and you take one?
I don't think there are rules for dual wielding in this game. It just assumes you can't.
Close range, double. You can
2
both
shots.
fire.
96.
You miss.
I missed.
Gotta
I
get
missed.
two.
But we get 2 shots, right?
Yep. And a double skill.
26.
I failed twice in a row.
I got a 26.
Hey, you hit once.
Yeah.
Roll
You also-
1d10 damage. That's a powerful gun.
10.
Bam! That's the back of the head, I think.
Yep. And he goes down, face crashing into the bottom step. Just blood and just all over the steps.
Alright.
And then there's silence.
Alright, you grab the skinny one, I'll grab the guy who usually has the gun, and we get these, just like, drag them somewhere away from this.
This might be a good time to bail.
Yeah, we're bailing.
No, this would
I
be a
have-
good time to hide bodies, because we
Yeah.
still need to get the goddamn statue piece out of here.
Well, I
Also, how
have
many times did you guys get hit?
3.
I gotta
Four,
have this
four. I got hit
unscathed.
4 times.
You didn't get hit? Nice.
Well, I'll just grab the bodies and shove them in the nearest closet.
I'm taking my
Are
knife.
you gonna do
There's
about
a
the
lot of this
blood?
blood. Let's leave the bodies and just get us out
Get
of
a
here.
can of paint and throw it over the blood.
There is actually a lot of paint around.
Roll luck to see if there's one nearby.
Right.
Close enough to use.
Okay, black is 10, yellow is 6. 14.
Yeah.
Okay, is red paint?
No, you don't want red paint.
No, I don't want red paint?
No, you want to cover the stain up.
Oh, okay.
And so people don't see a huge red stain and go, is that blood?
Okay.
No, you want them seeing a huge blue stain and going, that's paint.
Actual
Or black.
sky.
Blue or black. Yeah.
That's what it says on the can.
Okay.
You throw it and it's actually just full of blood. Ah! Curses!
Yeah, just like.
How long does it take us to wake up?
So, hiding bodies, right?
You find a cabinet you can throw the bodies in it. You two come to consciousness, looking down the hallway from the floor, seeing this guy shove the bodies into the closet and trying to get it shut, but there's like an arm that keeps dangling out. And you just
I'll roll
jam,
10.
slamming the door against.
I succeed.
You actually hear a crunch. The hand gets between the door and the frame.
I fail.
Should I roll to see how well I
We'll
hide?
take out our
That's 1d6. That's 1d6 sand damage. You're seeing a body being hidden.
I passed.
Just continues to
Also,
give no
you guys have to roll sand for murdering somebody.
Yeah.
Oh.
You get less sand damage if you fail.
Oh, I failed.
That's 1d6.
She's street thug, I think. Did you take the one where you take less sand damage for hurting
Yes,
people?
yes, I did.
Yeah.
When did throw someone's eraser?
1.
Oops. It's not a... That's not right. That's
Yeah. He's just like, oh god. Not
Did anybody take a fifth of their sanity?
Did anyone take more than 5?
I succeed. So,
It's just the 1d6, right?
You take one.
Yes.
sand.
So I'm fine.
Okay.
He merely took 4.
Okay.
Alright.
So, you guys
You're not 5.
messed up, wounded, mostly bleeding.
We're probably not going to want to find the thing right
People are
now.
probably going to investigate this soon. Those were very loud noises.
Yeah.
so stupid question. Should I hide downstairs?
I've already bought tickets for the show.
True.
We
I
can't
still
come back.
hold it'll take them a while to figure out where that came from.
Hide
They're not cops. They're
And
not
going down a
organized.
hallway.
They're theater dorks.
Okay, the only one that's still
Most
unconscious.
of them are going to be going,
I'm asking
what was that
should we
noise?
hide downstairs?
Well, we're all conscious now, and I think I'm of the mind that we should get the hell out of Dodge. In fact, I think Tom's gonna get the hell out of Dodge anyway.
to try to heal you?
Give me the D3.
He's got.
We need 2.
Okay.
And yes, please try to heal me.
I have relatively limited, affiliation with these
Sorry,
guys anyway.
I'm not helping.
I'll try to come and see. I make it. Wow. Orient 1.
So you're actually taking your time to heal some wounds?
Can we do that perhaps in the hotel before we get caught by the security?
Here's the thing. No, because we're bleeding.
Oh,
We have to patch that up now, or people are going to go, let's follow this trail of blood.
good point. All right, heal away.
I'm healing up the people who are bleeding.
Okay,
Which is-
what is first aid? I can roll some first aid too.
I don't fix you.
Alright. 52, that was a fail, but I get to try 4 times as I've taken damage 4 times.
1 success. Regain 3.
I can't remember which one of these was black was, so fail again. You know what, I'm gonna go a different way. Yellow is gonna be the 10th this time because the yellow's been kinder to me.
Was that pistol, right?
So 9, I succeed.
Yes, it was a 9mm Beretta. It currently has 5 rounds in it.
Okay, so I succeeded twice on my first aid. Thank you, so it's just a D3?
D3 and then another D3.
1.
And also for the record, the guy with the gun had 14 HP.
Nice.
He was a tank.
Okay, so are we all patched up? Can we go?
We're not bleeding
You're
anymore.
free to take his gun.
Free gun.
Yes, let's get caught with weapons.
Hey, here's an idea. Don't keep the murder weapon.
I am totally behind that. Except let's take his gun. They got our prints on them.
Like, you can take it, sure, but I expect you to throw that in a lake at the earliest possible convenience.
Well, yeah.
All right, time to go.
Don't forget your
Go
knife.
where?
Oh, yeah, don't worry.
Go
Already took care of
back
that.
to the hotel, get better bandaged, get dressed in our nice clothes, and come back for the show. To which we have tickets.
I'm still gonna contend that we should probably look for the thing first. People are gonna investigate, sure, but we covered up the plot and hid the bodies, so it's not gonna be clear where the shots came from. People will investigate, but not very specifically.
And let's
We probably have a few minutes
run downstairs.
before the police show up.
Very few HP, but okay, let's do it.
We
You know
all
what?
have very few HP.
You know what?
I'm gonna run
I built
downstairs.
Tom to be disposable. I will not be upset if he dies.
I'm gonna
I
go
tell
further
myself.
into the hallway and try and find that dummy.
All right.
I tried to
I
find
will
clothing
sneak.
to cover up our wounds,
Yes,
like
and I-
costumes.
And I'm going to sneak down, like, try and
Well,
not be...
all those coats I was carrying, so they're just on the ground next to
I
me.
am successfully sneaking.
So you can cover up your wounds with your coats. Yay! And my only wound is a split lip.
It takes some time, but winds through.
What other potions do we have?
And then you find one room that it must be right under the stage. Because it's got a bunch of machinery that would lift the whole thing up. And right near beside it is a big wheeled stand with a mannequin on it. In Egyptian, it would, okay, it can't, well, history.
Nope. Nope.
It looks like what a full suit of plate armor would look like if made by Egyptians. Except most of it's cardboard and wood and paint.
That'd be
These
great.
things gonna come to life. Attack us and
I'm gonna go over to it.
Okay, you go over to it.
I'm gonna try and take the armor off.
Now, you usually take it off. There's a bunch of latches, pull strings.
I'm skulking in the shadows.
Is the torso under it or anything under it resemblant of a thing we're looking for?
Actually, as you remove the armor, you do see that although the head, the arms, and the legs of the mannequin are completely normal, the middle torso is the white, polished, porcelain-like body that you know of. It's the same as the Simulacrum.
We have to get this out of the house, or out of the theater somehow.
I have an idea for that.
Okay.
we're gonna stash it somewhere and pick it up later.
No, you're not gonna like the idea.
What's the idea?
Agnes, what are you thinking?
Well, there's a winch that brings something on stage.
Yeah.
I was thinking we put the bodies on it, winch them onto the stage, and while everyone's investigating the dead bodies on stage, we book it out the back. Because that's gonna draw attention.
Yes.
A
Tom would,
pair of dead bodies just winched onto the stage.
yeah, Tom would go along with that.
Now,
Yes.
that is a good idea with one thing.
It's entirely fucked up.
Tom's
No,
like, "Oh,
it's not
good
messed
buddy."
up enough. You see, they're going to think it's a distraction almost immediately. We need to make it look more theatrical.
Just make it look like they killed each other.
Yes, pose them
We're in
like
a
they killed
theater.
each other.
If it's theatrical,
No,
then
we
they'll
need to
probably
make
think
it
it's
look
someone
like it was done by a crazy person. Now,
I think I know where this is going.
I really hope I don't know where this is going.
I'm not insane enough.
Such knowledge would require a sand check.
now,
I think Adam Scott Clancy had a good policy for this sort of thing, which is if you want to do something heinous like that, roll a sand check and you have to fail. Or otherwise you're not crazy enough to do it.
do I roll it right now?
Depends what you're planning to do.
Well, at the moment I'm thinking of
have a
dressing
board.
them up in funny clothing, standing them up with either blocks of wood or setting them on props of some sort. Maybe using the knife to draw inscriptions on them, and then covering them with a big tarp so none of you people see it. So I'm the only one who has to take the sand check.
Do you let him do this on his own?
No.
Can't we just do a much more basic 2 dead bodies and write like your next in big letters next to it?
In English? Because that feels like fingers.
I'll try Italian. No.
El Morte?
In English and bad Italian.
And bad rare.
And good French.
Actually,
No, in
Tom-
Latin. I do it in Latin.
There you go.
I do it in Latin. 38 out of 40.
So,
Yeah, 'cause-
how exactly are you carving these mysteries? And
can,
No, we're not doing the
Bucky
carving.
Paint in the other
Wait, that's
room.
stupid. That's stupid. That's stupid.
so you're
You're the
painting.
only one that's been speaking Latin.
but yeah, don't write it in Latin.
So we have
Tom will get
witnesses
the bodies.
that no one
Go
I'll get a
there.
rag or something just wrapped around my hand, paint it, and just write it.
It's near Italy. A lot of people speak Latin.
Also, it's a message written next to 2 dead bodies. It's gonna draw attention.
Yeah.
People are gonna want to know what it
This is
says.
going to be a news article.
And I am gonna beat the press to this so hard.
You got to a story so fresh. You made it happen.
You're supposed to write the news, not see it.
Yeah, we, you know, this
Is this technically within the bounds of gonzo journalism?
Oh, Jesus Christmas.
Actually, you know what?
I'm taking
If
it.
you're trying to make this as sensational as possible, you can make a journalism check to make it fucking.
Not a skill. Closest would be like language English to write something, but yeah.
I have literature history.
Unless you plan to write a Hamlet quote on them, I don't think it's going to count.
Well,
It also takes a 4-round action.
Tom can barely write. For like you.
No, I write
Like
in
an
Latin. I think we've already
Yeah.
got this place this spot
Okay.
clear.
Yep.
Definitely
All
better.
right.
So yes, we're writing your next in Latin next to them, taking the torso away.
No, we need
Which
to
is
add a
fine.
specific name. That way, one person will feel fidelity.
And costume.
Oh no, we can leave the rosary. We can leave the rosary that belongs to
Yes! Do it!
Should we
The rosary she stole from the old ladies at the cathedral.
leave the rosary? Should we plant it so it makes it look like they dropped it there while it's committing the murders, or should
You
we
tie
put
it
like
around
next-
their wrists so it looks like they're praying.
Tie it around both the wrists together.
Sorry. Okay.
You have no idea how funny this is.
So, yeah.
You don't even realize it.
So while they're doing this, can I take the torso
Is it
and just
because the
start on
old
my
ladies
way?
are cultists?
All right. And we
At this
get.
point, I want to make them cultists just so it's true.
All right.
Well, then it would be obvious.
Can we get the hell out of Dodge now?
Yes, taking Simulacrum.
Well, no, we have a one.
Is there any way we can set the winch to move like on its own, or does it have to hang free? Like, is there a counterweight system or anything?
At a theater like that? Quite probably.
I'm going to say there is, but you still have a big wheeled cart with a dummy on it. What's happening there?
Taking the, I thought I established it was taking the dummy off.
Okay, that's going to be a strength check.
Oh, okay.
Strength, just like strength, or strength times.
So you're trying to rip this thing off of basically what it's bolted to.
I'm trying to take the torso off.
Yeah.
Like, I have a
It
knife.
wouldn't be bullshit.
The rest of it is a man.
I also have a trophy.
I'm going to say you can take your time to get the arms and limbs off of it. You now have the torso of the Sedevkar Simulacrum.
Is that another -5?
Cumulative -5 to your knowledge, your luck, and your no rolls.
How much?
It's at -10 now.
Yeah. And you feel an uncomfortable itchiness in all of your chests.
Good, we're getting plague.
Sorry, no
And it's
luck
also
in
very bulky to carry, because it's a human torso.
I will wrap it in like a cloth or something so it's not obvious what I'm carrying.
Okay.
Who's the strongest? Because your
I've got
butt's
11.
carrying it.
Yeah, I've got 11.
I also have 11.
And
I'm assuming you two are gonna carry it like you carry one that you.
It's like do.
Well, that would look more suspicious, frankly.
Can I like hold it like try and sneak out while holding this very sip us stealthy with this very large tushy.
oh, we can. Should we leave the same way we went, or the other fire escape that we failed to go through?
Maybe we should go out the way the bouncer was guarding.
Oh yeah, there's no bouncer.
Yeah. Anyway, running away time.
Go. What do we roll for this? Or do we roll? Do we successfully create enough of a diversion that we are able to escape?
I think we have to roll nonchalant.
Oh, nonchalant.
I don't care what stat that is, roll it.
Nope.
I got a 35.
I got a 4.
So these two do it.
Can I be the one having held
They
thing?
whistle innocently while doing it.
It's like
Me, the one who still has a visibly split lip. I'm gonna lie and say that when I heard gunshots, I fell over and hurt myself. Succeed.
Okay, you're able to get out.
Yeah.
You're able to either take the long walk back to your hotel or hire a
I was
cab.
say walk far away, then hire a cab.
I'm gonna ditch the...
Actually,
I'll
probably
walk
just
over
walk.
to the riverfront and I have to throw away my favorite Luger.
Yeah, you get rid of the guns. I'll bring the thing back to the hotel. I'll just walk it there. Don't need the evidence of a cab ride.
All right. So
There's an expression I feel is apt here, which is if you can't get out clean, get out as dirty as possible.
that is the truest statement ever said.
If you can't make it look like nothing happened, make it look like everything happened. We're gonna want to head, I think, to the train actually at this point.
Okay.
But what about
to
the...
We need to get our
What about
artifact.
the after that's missing?
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I don't care.
I'm not fussed.
You are free to ditch out on
Like-
the show.
Tom is
She
getting
was
out.
nice and all, but we're collecting statue bits. I don't think there's anything else here for us, as far as I know.
That's you have the artifact.
Let's leave the missing woman to her fate.
One second.
Although watch her be like the key piece of some ritual. And
Probably.
yeah.
I think she's going to be a sacrifice. I think they're going to be chasing after the statues anyway. And
If she turns out to be some kind of Elizabeth Prey.
You were able to what?
we might find her again. Or she might be like some sacrifice. Or she could be even a
As
cultist.
it may turn out, she's the leader of the cult. Or the body that they're going to use, like the host.
You are
of the
free to make your way
skinless
to the
one.
train tonight if you want. Still won't leave until tomorrow morning.
Uh,
For gaining the
I
artifact.
don't want to leave her behind. I really don't. It's just a shitty move.
Actually, anybody that wants to... We only really need...
I'm putting it to a vote. I want to stay and try and find her.
Tom gives no shits about this woman. Or any of you, actually. To be perfectly honest.
I want to try to find her. But I don't want to leave the
I'll
things
be the
behind.
tiebreaker.
Maybe we'll
I
bury
err
it
towards
somewhere.
compassion.
Alright, 3-1.
Tom's just like holding the statue.
No, I want
Really?
to stay too.
Really?
3-1.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bury the
You
part
could have been
somewhere.
the time maker.
yeah.
So,
Whatever.
what are you doing with your two cumbersome pieces of artifacts?
Well, I can still use the arm as a club. I've been hiding it in my cooler. I can still do that again.
Well,
I still feel like that's a terrible idea as soon as someone sees you hit someone.
oh, sorry. Also throwing this out here, I'm not going to be here next week. So wherever we leave it, Tom could be babysitting them.
I'm going to the train. I'm getting my shotgun, wrapping it in a tarp, and taking it to the hotel.
You are free to do that.
I suspect there may be retribution forthcoming.
Yes, there might be.
We should probably...
I'm
still
gonna wait
gonna go to
until
the show.
tomorrow morning before I go to Weaponsmith or something to buy a new handgun.
Although, is the show going to be canceled?
I'm gonna assume.
Possibly.
I read from.
Well, I mean, a bouncer and some guy are dead. The show must go on. I mean, they're not important to the performance.
Bodies found on stage before play starts.
I heard
I'm
from
writing an
The
article.
costumer is suspected.
Getting at higher level.
I succeed on my English
You write
check.
an article you know you will never publish, but you keep it somewhere in a folder.
No, I read an article about the horrible mutilated bodies found on stage, and I sent it via telegraph to my editor.
It'll take a while to get there.
Like, I was in Milan when this happened. It would be weird if I didn't telegraph my editor about this.
And then they check out the times.
I leave out the bit where it was me.
Are you gonna wait on this or?
Till like not immediately after the murder.
I will wait until the police at least arrive and have cleared the scene.
Long enough enough to have heard about someone in there.
Alright, remember the first rule. Do not show back up at the scene of the crime.
So we're not going to the show then.
I'm not.
It just wouldn't be the same without Miss Caballero.
Sadly, any rescue mission would require in there.
Would require some idea of where she was.
Yes.
Which maybe. Can I go chat up some local street thugs? I guess we have a total, like, a really, really big language barrier, as they probably have the same grasp on their language as I have on mine.
I try Italian to
Actually,
try and
that
ask
would-
where like a police station where they might have missing persons report is. I don't make it. He thinks I'm asking where the toilet is.
I try to see if I can correct it using Latin. No.
You just make it worse.
Yeah. I've now offended him and his wife.
Question, is there like a language immersion rule in Cthulhu where if you're surrounded by people who speak a language, you can check the skill or something?
Because you will
You've
slowly
been
pick
here
up on language.
for all of 2 days.
Yeah.
I'll
To
give you
go
all a
from
check
knowing
for that.
nothing about Italian to knowing like a couple words, I mean,
Like, you spend a night, if you spend a night marathoning a show in another
I
language,
should
you'll
point
pick up
out-
a couple of words.
I should point out, I'm not actually just scumming skills, I already have Italian picked. I'm just asking. I know I am the king of scumming skill checks, but
Trust me, it doesn't matter how many skills you have when a fight breaks out.
I didn't die. I rolled a dodge to not get crushed by a giant wheel.
Can we, like,
So did I.
rest or
I wish
do
to point out, I
something?
rolled a dodge at 56 out of 56. I've taken several free ticks in dodge to raise that skill.
Is there such a thing as a long rest or something?
There
that we
are
can
a few
do?
hours before the actual show starts, if it does.
You can basically, like, catnap it off.
So what are you doing with your few hours of
Sleeping and hopefully
I
recovering
believe
from
the term is laying low.
Are you just there behind the door with a shotgun going, "That's my precious"?
Pretty much.
Tom's passed out on the first available soft surface. He actually wasn't that picky about it being soft.
I'm passed out on Agnes's bed, nursing the newfound belly button I have.
Alright. So with 5 minutes left, I think next session we're probably going to try and figure out where Katerina is. And we're probably actually going to sleep through the performance, I think. I don't think we're going.
Yeah.
I don't know if sleeping does anything. I think it's like you regain a hit point for 2 days or something, I don't know.
Oh, really?
I'd have to look it up.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
How
Healing
else
is
do you-
difficult in this game.
How do you...
Getting into a gunfighting Cthulhu is nearly suicide.
Yeah. So we're just gonna wrap it up here.
Actually, Tom's gonna write a will.
I am frankly amazed none of us died.
Yeah, it was close. You're all free to roll now your checks. Don't forget you get one free check.
Alright, well, I'm gonna take that free check and
I
dodge.
write a message to my friend Ted from Scotland Yard, who is a police officer, and
Did I break the law?
no, I'm telling him exactly what happened. We're very good friends, him and I, and in case I don't make it back, I'm wondering, I offer him a
There's
free
all the tens and aught whatevers.
The next person that dies should roll up a shady lawyer.
Italian goes up.
a shady lawyer.
Oh, 99. There was a bonus for getting that on a skill check, right? When you're going up? Did you get 99? No? Oh, okay.
I mean,
no,
the check
when-
goes up.
Yeah, yeah.
It's when your actual skill goes above 90.
Oh, okay, I thought
When it
it
hits 90,
Alright.
you actually gain some sanity.
Oh, okay.
Because
Right.
you-
I
yeah.
remember now.
Italian and psychology for me. Psychology went up by 10.
Yeah, it's just Hyde and Locksmith for me, but Locksmith went up by
Ooh.
quite a bit. I'm now at 10%.
My dodge just went up by 10.
Ah, lovely.
That's exciting.
You might actually survive this one.
What's your dodge at?
Actually, my dodge went up by 10 last time I got to roll it too, I guess. Because it was already... It's
Incredibly
at
low.
73 now.
I have an Italian of 12 now, which means I sound like a toddler.
I have an Italian of 7.
I I sound like a toddler with a Bostonian accent.
Ooh, and I got a 9 on first aid. That's exciting.
I think I'm going over 90 with something.
See, this die hates me, so I just rolled it for this, and it gave me all nice high numbers.
Alrighty.
You guys don't know how entertaining this was and how much of a gong show it was.
Yeah, you got a rough idea.
Sorry, we don't
got
know how much of a gong show that was.
They were a
I have
footnote.
I have a pretty good idea.
They were one sentence saying, then they show up and throw the investigators out. They actually did have stats. But
Okay.
It says they show up and throw the investigators out. Did the writer of that module honestly suspect investigators would be thrown out?
that might be why they have stats.
Yes.
What you gained is the artifact. And 1d4 sand.
Alright. Should we do that now?
Oh yeah, because you succeed. Mission accomplished. So far.
1d4?
I gained 3 sand.
I gained
That's
one.
72
I
sand.
gained 4.
I'm assuming I didn't really gain that much because
I'm
of
too
my
sane.
rather
I'm
unique
still-
ideas.
Trust me.
I still
The
managed to
chapter
make it one,
gives you a
one
list
higher than I started
of what
the session
things
with.
will give you a bonus at the end of each area. That's the only bonus you got right now.
Yeah.
Is getting the artifact.
Aye.
I'm guessing the other missions involve dealing with cult activities and prosecuting terror.
Possibly. We'll have to see what happens tomorrow. I mean,
Yeah.
tomorrow in game.
We'll have to see what happens tomorrow next week. I do still have fond memories of my Eladrin Bard in our low-level Living Forgotten Realms campaign, whose primary tactic in every fight was he would immediately teleport into the largest group of enemies he could find and then just start sword fighting them as best he could, and miraculously not dying.
Did you just have high HP or?
No, I just luck. I was a bard, so I had the ability to heal myself, was mainly the reason I didn't die.
That's quite fantastic.
But it was like, in every room, the party would be like, aha, this horrible monster ambushes you guys. I teleport away, right up next to that wizard at the back, and I just sword fight him. Yeah, weren't expecting that, were you? There, presto. Meanwhile, the rest of my party's fighting like a water elemental behind me, all dying. I'm like, you guys got that, right?
No, we don't got that.
We really don't. Well, I'd heal you, but you're slightly out of range. Not sure how that happened. I was like the worst healer.
How would you guys rank me as a healer?
Great on the days you're here. It's always the days you're not here that everyone horribly dies.
Yeah.
I need healing a lot of the time.
Also, I have learned that there are some chameleons native to Sicily and southern Italy. I don't know about Milan.
Really?
Yep.
Well, isn't Milan in southern Italy?
I don't know. It didn't occur to me to look at a map.
I could be
pretty
wrong, but
sure
for some
it's
reason
in
country for
Italy.
a while.
For some reason, I want to say that Milan is like right near the southern border, but I could be totally backwards. What are you doing?
Pointing at your smartphone, which you can use to look that up. I can't use mine. It's recording
Sorry.
stuff.
I was just thinking about it because my smartphone has like 5% battery life. Sorry.
There's more than enough battery life for a Google search.
Yes, and I am Google searching. I'm sorry, my phone is pretty much on its last legs and it's slow as.
It's fine. Carry on.
So, Milan, like China Milan? Or what?
Italy.
Italy.
Milan, not
We're not
Mulan.
in China. Milan.
Alright, here's a map of Italy. I can tell because it looks awesome. I was totally wrong.
Wow,
it is right
it's
near
like
the northern
almost
border.
the very northern
Okay,
border.
so I was right. It is
That
right
makes
along the
sense.
edge. It's just the opposite edge.
You couldn't have been more wrong.
I did say it could be.
Hey,
it could be
it's in
kinda
Italy.
backwards.
She could have been more wrong. She could have thought it was in China.
Touche.
Apparently it's spelled M-I-L-A-N.
Yes, that's what I said.
It's also
I told you how to spell it.
that's also what it sounds like.
Third floor on the left, and there should be a flight of stairs going down.
Third floor on the left? Nice. Or did you mean third door?
Third door.
Okay. Because in this opera house, I would buy third floor on the left. Walk up the left wall and eventually go up the stairs sideways into the Escher painting.
One day.
And from there, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump.
Just careful not to end up in the Dali wing. It'll slip everywhere.
Oh yeah. Also, you'll never know what time it is.
These clocks are impossible to set.
Oh, I tried once. I got a clock everywhere.
Hey, phrasing.
Seriously, we're not doing that anymore.
When did we stop using phrasing?
Dying for the next season of that. Thanks, by the way.